proper leadership, authentic leadership, real leadership is mindful leadership. Or the phrase I used in the last video, mindfulness-based leadership. Mindfulness is a word that is much bandied about in the 21st century, as if it was suddenly a newfangled idea. Mindfulness has been around for 2,500 years. It's one of the central concepts of Buddhism. It was borrowed by the University of Massachusetts Medical School in the 1980s to develop an approach to the management of stress that is now renowned throughout the United States and Northern Europe. An approach that is known as MBS, or Mindfulness-Based Stress Reduction Therapy. As I mentioned last week, it's a derivative. Mindfulness-based cognitive therapy has established an extraordinary track record in the treatment of, and one might say the cure of, chronic depression. A mindful approach to anything is going to make what you are trying to achieve far easier. In fact, it is actually going to make what you're trying to achieve effortless. A mindful approach to leadership enables you connect with the reality of the moment, and enables you connect with those people who you are trying to impress, the people that you want to follow you, the people that you want to do things for you. It enables you connect with them in a way that the ordinary mindless person can never achieve. The ordinary mindless person, and by that I mean almost all of us, sees the world through a veil of thought. That veil of thought is on a repetitive loop. 70,000 repetitive thoughts run through our minds daily. Those thoughts which cloud our vision arise from our stored knowledge, from our formative years, and therefore, as an ordinary person, I simply can't make the connection with other people. A mindful person, on the other hand, sees through, sees past, sees around that veil of thought, actually sees reality, not as it is, because that's probably not possible, but sees reality much more clearly than the normal mindless person, is better equipped to listen to the other people with whom he is conversing, with whom he is communicating or she is communicating, and is more able to make a greater impression on those people simply because they are more present than the ordinary mindless person. It would be fair to say that one of the key hallmarks of proper leadership is presence. It might sometimes be referred to as charisma, and I'm conscious that I'm using words that relate to the cult of leadership, but I think I dealt with that 2 videos ago. I prefer the word presence because it actually means what it says. Presence means that I am present in the here and now. I am more attuned to the reality of the here and now. I am more mindful, bearing in mind that the definition of mindfulness, coming from the University of Massachusetts Medical School, is that I am deliberately paying an unusual amount of attention to the reality of the present moment, non-judgmentally. In other words, I'm actually listening to what's going on, I'm seeing what's going on, I'm immersing myself in what's going on, I'm getting a feel for what's going on. I can actually see as close to reality as is possible in this moment. Therefore, I have discarded my own preconceived notions about myself, first of all, and those around me. I'm not going to meddle with their personalities. I'm going to try and get in touch with the real them too. And because I have this presence, the other people with whom I am working actually feel, perhaps because it has often been explained this way, that when I'm talking to them, they are the only person in the room. They're the only person that actually matters. Anecdotal evidence that we all have of meeting people who made an impression upon us leave us with this impression that when we were with them, we were the most important person to them whilst we were with them. That's what I'm talking about. It is a quality that some people seem to have naturally, very few people, but some people do. But research over the last 15 years, and in particular over the last 5 or 6, tells us that we can all develop this capacity to be more mindful and more present, and that is the gateway into being a proper leader, an authentic leader, a mindful leader, a bloody great leader.